What's up, YouTube? This is going to be a trade recap of the trade I took yesterday on EURUSD. It was the perfect setup, perfect trade. I'm very happy with how the trade went out and how I acted throughout the trade. So let's get into it. On the daily chart, we created a. Oh, wait a second. Yeah. On the daily chart, we had this high time frame accumulation, then we had a manipulation move to the downside, and the standard deviation of the manipulation move aligned perfectly with the with this buy side level right here. The -4 standard deviation aligned perfectly with this buy side level right here. It itself, this drawn liquidity itself is also very significant. It's a significant swing high, right? So this was an important drawn liquidity which got swept on the Euro USD, but not on the dollar index. So we created an SMT, a very significant SMT on the highs, right? So zooming in on the lower time frame, we also tapped in to a daily CB. So this was indicating potential reversal or potential retrace to the basis resting below. So let me go on the 15-minute, 30 minute. So on 30-minute, if we take the sessions into account, Asian session was extremely bullish, right? Asian session is the one that swept the buy side level and then continued to stay bullish for a while. After that, we created an Asian high. London opened, took out the Asian high, puts in the high of the day during the kill zone, which is one of the property or one of the characteristics of the London kill zone, sorry, is that it puts in the low of the day in bullish market scenarios and high of the day in bearish market conditions, right? So London kill zone puts in the high of the day, sweeping Asian high, and we also keeping in mind that this right here, this so consequent encroachment line is the equilibrium level of this Asian range, as the Asian range was very bullish. So the consequent encroachment of this range was an important POI. Also, it perfectly aligned with the 30-minute BC resting here, which was barely tapped into before. So we were looking to retrace back into it later on. So, and that's exactly what happened. So on the 30-minute, sorry, on the 15-minute, let me take this off. Yeah. On 15-minute, London took the Asian high, puts in a high of the day. Then we have a valid and strong change wave delivery to the downside. Notice how I'm saying valid and strong, because this leg down happened with a lot of displacement. If this leg down closed somewhere around here or maybe like right here, I wouldn't have considered this a valid change wave delivery unless it continued down with displacement and closed far below the starting of these bullish candles, right? Opening of these bullish candles. So it wasn't a liquidity sweep, it was a valid change to delivery. We closed below, right? We tapped into a 30-minute BPR right here. After that, we had a retrace back into the 15-minute chin step delivery, and that's and into the 15-minute 15-minute BPR, sorry. So that's the best entry point if you want to go short. And my bias was bearish, so I was looking for short opportunities. I found one. Keep in mind, yesterday was no news Monday, so I wasn't really forcing any trade unless I found a good setup, and I did find a good setup, and I took the trade and won the trade. So yeah, on the 1 minute, although we did retrace back into the 15-minute BPR change to delivery and everything was looking perfect, one thing I'm really happy about, one thing that I'm really, I'm just happy about is that I followed a good habit, which was to look for internal or lower time frame confirmation that this BPR and this 15-minute change to delivery was in fact getting respected, and we were not going to just continue up, right? So on the lower time frame, I looked for additional confirmation that my bias was correct, and it in fact was. But I'm still very happy that I looked for internet confirmation and then entered in that trade. So on the 1 minute, we had some sort of accumulation right here when we were close to the 15, or when we did tap into the 15-minute change to delivery. After that, we had manipulation leg to the upside into the BPR. We had a break of structure, 1 minute break of structure. We inversed this. Sorry, it's not a SIBI, it's a, you see. Right. Yeah. So we inverse this 1 minute BC right here. We have a break of structure. So that's enough confirmation for me, enough low time frame internal confirmation for me that this 15-minute BPR and changes to delivery are in fact getting respected, and we won't continue up. So we did have a retrace back into the 50-minute BPR once again, but my stop was a bit higher, so it was all right. As you can see, we did not go much into drawdown, so that's good. I would have, I could have tightened up my stop, but I was okay with the 1 to 2 RR, and I was initially risking 2%, so it was all right. I didn't have to move my stop at all. So we came into the 15-minute BPR, then we had bullish price action, bearish price action, and we continued towards the TP, which was the Asian Ridge equilibrium, and the starting of this 30-minute BC. Perfectly got tapped into. I sat through the one more thing I'm very happy about is that I sat through the retracements with patience. I trusted my analysis. I did not close the trade right here. I was tempted to close the trade right here, but I did not. I trusted my analysis. I knew that we ran through this 30-minute BPR, so it will act as an inverse, and that's what happened, right? It was initially acting as support, then we broke, then we had a retrace to the 50-minute change to delivery, then we broke below it, inversing it. We had a retrace back into it, and then continued down. So I sat through the retracements with patience. One more thing I'm very happy about, and then we continued towards my TP. So all in all, it was a perfect trade. I'm very happy with how everything worked out. I followed all of my good habits, and yeah, this was it. So I hope you learned something out of this trade. I did, at least. It was a very good sort of a trade where I followed every single one of my good habits, and that's what really matters, right? So I think I'm really close to the point. I'm almost at the point that I'm considering getting a funded account. At first I wasn't, because I did not want to just get a funded account, then blow it, and then keep blowing accounts, right? So I wanted to build enough confidence in my setup, in my trading, that I do not reach a point where I keep on blowing accounts and blowing like a lot of accounts. So I think I'm almost ready to get a funded account. Maybe, let's see. I still need some more days to consider this decision. I do not want to be one of those who just keep on buying accounts and blowing it. So yeah, all things aside, perfect trade, perfect setup. Catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.